All right, well, it's been a tough, dry summer for the Great Salt Lake, and an invasive weed is making it that much worse. Now, the state has 4 different agencies working to get a handle on it and hopefully better prepare us for the rest of fire season. ABC4's Northern Utah correspondent Kate Gardner has the details.
Federal, state, local, and private agencies are working together to get rid of phragmites, the giant invasive grass you see surrounding me. They say in doing so, they'll improve habitat for wildlife, decrease the risk of wildfire for those who live nearby, and increase the volume of water that makes it to Great Salt Lake. At Bear River Migratory Bird Refuge, phragmites rustle in the wind.
It's been prolifically spreading since the 1980s when we had the Great Salt Lake flooding that pushed that salt fringe further into the Bonneville Lake area.
Jen Wright says the salt killed freshwater plants along the Bear River and surrounding wetlands.
Reset the clot for the vegetation, and that's how Phragmites was able to take over.
Why is this bad?
It'll choke out all the native vegetation and all the food sources for a lot of these migratory birds that come. They're flying thousands of miles and they need a place to refresh.
Not only that,
it's a big water hog. So it's like tamarisk, where it can soak up a lot of the water that should be directed towards the lake itself.
The Bear River alone accounts for about 60% of the water that makes it to the lake, so the grass needs to be managed.
All we do is cut it, it makes it mad, and it wants to grow back even more aggressively.
Due to the drought, the refuge is treating the plant with herbicides earlier than usual, something the state will be doing in the coming weeks.
On the shores of the Great Salt Lake, Forestry, Fire, and State Lands will treat over 9,000 acres of phragmites from the air.
Rich Hansen says that's not the end of the treatment.
And then in the spring, we'll come back and we'll either burn it, roll it, or mow it to remove that canopy of growth. And by removing that, it allows the native plants to come back, and it allows us to go back and treat it on the ground and be able to see every sprig that's growing.
They'll have to do this for up to 3 years, but they've got some extra help.
Cattle grazing is a great complement to spraying.
Thousands of cows graze the wetlands.
And just that consistent, high-intensity, short-duration grazing has allowed native vegetation to come back.
Hansen says the cattle don't like many of the native species, but love phragmites. And that's not where their work ends.
We're phosphorus saturated in a lot of the areas, but nitrogen limited. So what they are depositing back is helping the native plants out.
It's a win for the ranchers who get to graze their cattle here, and for the state in its fight against phragmites. From Box Elder County, Kate Garner, ABC4 News.